And now we're back in our big rich town. Theme song shimmy. So we open with Sax and Method Man arguing over what Method Man got on, and he like, you can't pull this off, and you can't. You could barely pull off Patagonia. That's why you're sorry, Sax. So they're plotting to put Tariq St. Patrick away, and honestly, he can go. I would love it if he ended up in jail at the end of the season. We could focus on Tommy, because nobody wants to be bothered with Baby Bob. Meanwhile, Tasha calling Reek saying she going to trial and she can't get no deal. Oh, Lord, so now we in class with Reek and we got the Carrie Hilson looking teacher. Oh, Lord, these leather pants. They got the Carrie Hilson looking actress in, well, leather culottes. Oh, I didn't know they were rifling through Kim Kimball's wardrobe to dress these characters, but apparently they are because she's the only one I know that would wear something that tacky. I mean, Gabrissi would try, but she couldn't afford it. It would be pleather. I can tell these are leather because they're so stiff and poorly designed. Oh, goodness. So now we got this little white girl giving her soliloquy about there's a clear line between good and evil. No, there isn't. There's a thick gray area. Now, there are extremes, but there's a thick gray area. I mean, eating your toast butter side up or butter side down. Peanut butter and banana sandwiches. Hawaiian pizza. Just some light things that we can all say, well, now that ain't for me. But is it evil? Now, some people think pineapple pizza is evil, and I'd probably be pissed if you said you were bringing home pizza and then you brought home just pineapple pizza. You might get slapped. So, it's thick area of gray. All right, so now we picking jurors. Child, the judge see them picking jurors, and she's like, something stank. Child, that jury blacker than a Tyler Perry cast. So sorry, Sax gets back to his office, and that Democratic guy is grilling him about the jury. Meanwhile, across town, sorry Sax heads to Francis Johnson's cell. He cute. I think he's actually cuter than Zach on Sisters, and a much better actor. And also, how is his haircut this fresh in prison? But then again, I don't know how prison beautician goes. So maybe you have nothing better to do but work out and get your hair did, so. But I do wonder whose knees he was sitting in between when they was getting getting all this together. And then this is edged up so fine too. Who playing in your face, boo? So he's gonna plead the fifth. Now we got Method Man working him. He called him on the visitor phone. He said, who are you? You know who I am. I died. Oh goodness, it's closed mouth chunky heel. And closed mouth chunky heel has been suspended. So they like, look, you say what we need you to say and we can get Sax and send your sorry self home. Doesn't he even have an apartment anymore? He's been in jail for so long, but he fine. He probably like Zach gonna end up sleeping at some Braxton Hybrids hussy's house. And probably has a long-suffering Karen. Okay, now we have fabulous Monet in one of her great coats. I just don't like this red wig she got on. It's tacky, but I guess a heifer like her gonna be a little tacky. It's still not as tacky as Gabrissi. Fashion so pissy. Why do they want to get Sax? Because Sax is a liar. Oh my goodness, Mary is dressing down the children. She said, I'm in charge of the girls. And you one of the girls. Child, Kane, dumbass, think the mama was talking about Diana letting Tariq hit. The brother's like, no, I was busy playing, well, with basketballs, for lack of a better euphemism. So Diana's like, you need to fess. And he's like, I don't know why you trying to tell my business because I sure ain't tell yours. Oh, God, now Kane gonna go threaten Tariq because he think he trying to get at his sister. Meanwhile, it's your brother's balls that are very busy. And why you clocking somebody else's pussy miles? Okay, now we got Baby Bop bringing Lauren's hat to her at her dorm room. Oh, and right when they was flirting and getting ready to get biz, her man knocks on the door. She's not fundamentally good or bad. She's just a fundamental floozy. Child, he showed up at the doorstep with a lecture, and she's like, whose pappy are you? So Tariq actually is real smooth. He said, oh, you don't know my name? Okay, well, I'm Tariq, and I just dropped off some you left in class, but you look like you got your hands full. I'm a scoot on out. But he popped out from nowhere. Ooh, that was a chin check. That was a man chin check. He's like, I'm sneaking out your girl's apartment in front of you. I'm that bold. I'm going to let her explain it. So back with Sorry Sachs and the rat-faced Democrat, they talk about Francis needs full immunity if he's gonna testify. You accuse him of a, please let him testify. Okay, Mary, I don't know if it's your acting or the writing, but I'm gonna need it to get together because this is ham-fist. It's getting real sissy tie-tie. Every line you deliver sounds like you're talking to Hillary Clinton. Is it a gun? Is it a knife? I don't need that kind of acting. I'm sorry, girl. I gave you a pass for the first half of the season. I'm going to need you to step it up. So while the mama got them working in the drug mines, the brother's sissy says, we need to talk. Meanwhile, across town, sorry-ass Sachs and his irritating niece are having a meeting. Said, okay, you didn't hang out with them enough. I done got my information. But she don't want to stay away from Stanfield because her boyfriend is Tariq's roommate. And I could see him killing her because you saw he had that white rage at that fight. I could see him being a young Tommy and you going to be the first Holly heifer. Ooh, you a young Holly T. Oh, I'll be glad to see you written off. Just so I don't have to see that cheap pink hair dye that reminds me of Gabrissi's walls. Lord have mercy, so now little Nancy Drew's gonna prove to him that he ain't mixed up in any of this. Yeah, I can't wait to see her get offed. Oh, we got a siren! We got a siren, y'all! It's sad I miss normal life so much that a siren ain't even pissed me off. You saw how happy I was to hear it. But now we got young Tommy getting confronting his brother about pilfering his pills. Lord, so now we got Crazy Kane coming in the room, putting a gun up to the brother's face when the brother's fighting him about them damn pills. Oh, Lord, and Braden done told him he ain't got his money because this brother done stole the product. Oh, Lord, loose lips sink ships. Oh, God, now he got them taking the ride. You see, you kidnapping the wrong folk. But Braden is able to fuck up the chess pieces before he leave, which is their secret signal that something's awry. Okay, why does the daughter keep calling her Mama Monet? We back with brother and sister, and she like, okay, go do the coke, but he wants to go see his sissy, and she's like, well, why you want to be with that closeted man? And I'm like, he's closeted, so, they could just close the door together, like Missy and Queen Latifah. Meanwhile, Tariq gets back to his room, Nancy Drew hanging out in there, and the door open. So she go to call him, and his phone ring in the room, and Tariq sees the signal on the chessboard. So now the Nancy Drew have realized, oh, maybe he is mixed up in some mess, and my uncle was right. Child, Drew gonna leave Diana, because he's like, look, when Bussy calls, don't let it slip away too many times, cause the pussy may not ever call again. Oh, I'm telling you, when Bus call. Lord, so the brother in the car trying to bribe Kane with the Rolex to get out of it cause he don't know his brother's already deep in the mess. So he trying to put them on the street like it's the first episode of I Want to Work for Diddy and y'all gotta walk to Junior's to get some cheesecake. Child, you see, Kane, you can't have no Westerns out there pushing product like they ain't gonna get recognized. You messing your own self up. You don't know the game, cause you stupid. So we got Braden trying to make friends with the local people so he can get his ass home and maybe sell a little product. Meanwhile, his brother is not doing so well. Lord, so now the sissies are meeting. Oh, Lord, and now we've got a come out plot line in 2020? That's some Tyler Perry mess. I don't care. And as gay as I've been, I don't care. Generation Z is sexually fluid, and if they want to be in the closet, at this point, that's your choice. Don't nobody care if it's puss or bus. So, child, now they get to coitus. Meanwhile, with Brandon, or Braden, oh goodness, back at Tariq's apartment, the Nancy Drew heifer said, let's play some chess. Oh, God. Really? Really? Child, we got Ev and his basketballs. Post-coitus. Complaining about the state of sissydom. Meanwhile, Monet gets back to the little drug den and Diana's like, I told him not to leave. And we've got to deal with her overacting in red wig. So Trace ends up getting messed up, but I feel like Kane don't realize who he messing with. He think he just punking some white kids. They came from some power. He's going to exact revenge on you, dear. And your little family, too. And quiet as it's kept, Monet's overacting can move on, so I ain't mad at it. But now we've got the sissies hugged up in cat print. So Diana knocks on the door, and the sissy says, oh, I've discovered how Tariq's been secretly pushing our product. He's like, now hold on, let's not tell mom just yet, because I'm trying to keep this dick going. So, I ain't gonna have no excuse to come back up here no more. Oh, God, now Nancy Drew fesses up to slipping baby Bopper Mickey at the party. So now Diana goes to Tariq's room and confronts him with course correct. But back in the boudoir, Nancy Drew sees Reek's phone ringing. Oh, goodness, so now Diana hears some heifer in the room and she want to know what's going on. She think it's Lauren and Tariq don't want her to know what's going on because his friend is missing. Diana like, look, I'm telling Monet I ain't gonna be on her bad side. I'm sick of her. She got it out for me already. Up back in the car with Kane and the brothers, they're getting pulled over. And child, the one brother messed up. I think Trace gonna go on and put Kane in prison. Oh, it's the mama boyfriend. So he tells the brothers to get in his car, and he's like, what are you doing? And why are you gonna take your mama off? She don't need this kind of headache. Back in prison with Tasha, Tariq, she says, well, 2-Bit, aka Francis, might know Tariq because Tariq was hanging out a lot with Tommy. Girl, so Diana get home and she tell Monet everything that's going on, like Monet gonna start being good to her. You can't please no heifer like that. Lord, Nancy Drew and Tariq still playing chess. So Braden finally gets back. Oh, Lord, and now Braden done fallen in love with the streets. So Monet calls Tariq and says Kane won't come up there no more. He was acting on his own. But I know about the organization and I'm good. Oh, now Ramirez said, look, we can't be fucking with these Western boys. And if you want to be Lorenzo's and you can't get your son in line, then maybe you need to call Lorenzo since he's all powerful, because I ain't going to be able to help you, heifer. All right, now we got Francis on the stand, changing the story with Sykes. Oh, he said, well, Blanca set me up. That's how I got arrested, and she's been suspended, hasn't she? Oh my God, I love how he is so smart. He said, no, I have transactional immunity. So I didn't have to give you the story you wanted. I just needed to get up here. I showed up, got paid, I'm good. You've been had, hon. That's why you're sorry, Sykes. Child, he mentioned helping out Tariq at the end right before cross-examination. Tasha looking at her lawyer like, why you keep asking about Tariq? Meanwhile, Monet's cussing Kane out at the house. Oh, Lord. Now, Kane done hit his mama. We knew it was coming. So, child, he just leave the house. The other kids help their mama up. I wish they could help her with her overacting. Lord, now he's going to see his pappy talk about you need to tell mom to pump her brakes. He said, you better do what your mama tells you. You ain't swinging on me. So, child, the po-po beat Kane up for hitting at his mama. Meanwhile, across town, Tasha calls Reek and lets him know he's been brought up in court by 2-Bit. Meanwhile, Sass is getting dressed down by the Democrat. So the episode ends with Francis walking out of prison with a Rolex on. I think it was, the Method Man's. It was a cute welcome back episode. I can't wait to see how them brothers mess up the business, and we gonna see if Braden kills his brother for Tariq, or how that all works. How they gonna end that plot line, or if they're gonna work it or not, because it might just be something they don't work no more. But that was cute.